Hello there everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of my Pokemon Platinum Let's Play. I am Magnificent Entertainer, Bulbagarden's multimedia executive, and in the last episode, we actually got to this particular location much faster than I thought we would, so instead of actually going to pursue Team Galactic, I decided to go back and check for the two hidden items that I missed while scaling Mount Coronet, because yes, I am just that obsessive compulsive. In this episode, I think we've finally delayed fighting Team Galactic enough, so without further ado, let's actually walk through this cave entrance over here. And we arrive here on the spear pillar at the very top of Mount Coronet. So, who do I have out in front? I don't even remember. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Let's take out these goons. Our boss is about to do something spectacular. Don't get in the way. Of course you will, won't you? That's why the two of us will team up to take you down in an epic duel. Sure, that's what other grunts have said before. I've even battled a couple of grunts before in a double battle, and they still haven't managed to defeat me. But whatever makes you feel good about yourselves, I guess. Alright, we got Stunky and a Croagunk. And let's see, we'll use Brick Break on Stunky, and we'll use Ominous Wind on Croagunk. I think that's a decent way of going about things. It's not going to do super effective damage, mind you, but yeah, that part dark typing means Stunky took normal damage from that, and Heracross is very powerful. And Ominous Wind was the only thing we could do against Croagunk, so was the logical choice. Well, oh, all stats up. Perfect. Grim once again proving that he is a very lucky Pokemon. Alright. And another Croagunk. And let me guess, another Stunky? No, Glameow. Well, this should theoretically be even easier than the previous one, because this Brick Break should take out that Glameow no problem. And with the all stats up, I should take out... Well, okay, fine, you sucker punch me, you jerk. I was going to say, with the all stats up, I should be able to take out this Croagunk. Even beyond that, that Quick Claw activating, which I don't think actually meant anything, but go ahead, Grim, you activate that Quick Claw. Alright, very good, and there's no way Glameow will not faint from this Brick Break if it took out a similarly leveled Stunky. Very, very good. Alright, that takes care of these goons. The toughest of all the grunts, that was me. Arg, I let some little kid beat me. Yeah, you and all the other grunts at this point. We are not capable of slowing you. We will let you pass so you can get pulverized by our bosses. Do you both say the exact same thing? You do. Let's see, who do I actually want out front for the next part of the battle? A very good question. We'll put Porygon to the front, I think. And of course, as they're hinting, there are a couple of Galactic Commanders hanging out around here. Be quiet and watch what our boss is about to do. I'm surprised you made it here. You can stay if you won't meddle. You know what? Well, Repel's effect wore off, but you know what? I'm a meddle! Where do you think you're going? I won't let you disturb our boss. If you're not going to listen, you'll have to go through me first. After all, you made me look bad more times than I care to remember. So, twice. And I'll be next. You might be tough, but this time the gloves are coming off. Oh, but it's this guy. Hold on 1 second. Don't you start the party without me. Huh? Remember me? I'm here to get my revenge. Sexy, this isn't about you, this is about me. I'm about to take on both of these Galactic Commanders. Please don't get in my way. Ha, if it isn't that little boy. The little crybaby from Lake Acuity. Did you toughen up a bit? Sure, let's battle 2-on-2. Doggone it, Zexy, you ruined my moment. I was going to take on 2 Galactic Grunts at once. Or Galactic Commanders at once. Anyway, yeah, we're battling against Galactic Commander Mars and Galactic Commander Jupiter. Mars starts out with a level 44 Bronzor with the moves Gyro Ball, Extra Sensory, Light Screen, and Confuse Ray, and the ability Levitate. Jupiter starts out with a level 44 Bronzor as well. Also has the moves Gyro Ball and Extra Sensory, but instead it has the moves Rock Slide and Reflect, so they can actually get up those dual screens relatively easily, which is pretty nice. Decent strategy on their part. And of course, Levitate means no ground type move is going to work over there. Also, I'm kind of jealous of Zexy's Munchlax, but don't let him know that. I won't be going over his Pokemon here because, let's face it, they don't actually matter. Especially that Munchlax, although that is a guaranteed way to see Munchlax for your Pokedex, assuming that you didn't want to challenge that, what's it called? That collector that was in the Moo Moo Milk Cafe, and you're stockpiling. Munchlax is a very useless teammate. You can see it didn't even do anything worthwhile over there. That light screen means that my Thunderbolt's effect is going to be lowered, but oh well, it is what it is. Barely manages to hang on. But it is paralyzed, which I guess is actually a bad thing, because that'll make Gyro Ball more powerful. And Munchlax flinched from Extra Sensory, so it's even more useless than I would have thought. Anyway, you've got like 1 HP left, so even though this is quad resisted, I'll take you out that way, just to be fancy. Alright, so we took that out. And what do you got now? Oh, hey, Munchlax actually did something. Hooray. And hey, it paralyzed the Bronzor, which again will make that Gyro Ball more powerful. Oh boy. That is... that would be... Skuntank from Commander Jupiter over there. Skuntank has the moves Night Slash, Poison Jab, Flamethrower, and Smoke Screen. The ability Stench, it is level 46, and is holding a Citrus Berry. One of the things that I had to do for this particular episode, you can see the formatting for the boss battle is a little bit different, because, well, I was trying to figure out how I could fit all the information on the screen at the same time, and I had to come up with 9 different combinations, just in case different Pokemon came out at different times. Anyway, getting rid of that Skuntank is clearly the best option, but Porygon over here is not looking so great. Let's try a recover, sure. Don't hurt yourself while trying to recover. Good. That would have been the ultimate irony. Oh, boy. But yeah, that recover will allow us to stall out. I think that light screen is still in effect, which is not great. And you're using Swallow even though you barely took any damage. You jerk. And yeah, that Munchlax is just absolutely and totally useless as a partner. Now, the thing about this is you should hopefully have a full team of 6, or at least close to it, and, you know, Zexy over there also has, or your rival over there has his full team of 6 at this point. Well, that's not great. So you can see he switched for Rapidash over there, and set up another light screen. That's just brilliant. So much for waiting that one out. Well, let's try again. I know I could cure my confusion, I know I could switch to a different Pokemon, but honestly, I'm not particularly worried about this. Like I said, I've got a full team of 6, Zexy's got a full team of 6, they've got 3 Pokemon each, so I'd be very surprised if I actually... And not only apparently is Zexy's Munchlax's worthless. His Rapidash can't even hit with a Fire Blast. Perfect. Gyro Ball shouldn't do much because it's resisted, he says as it gets a critical hit on that Rapidash. Who do I want to send out? Both Splurb and Penguin have good moves to potentially use. Well, actually, no, it's not going to affect that Bronzor. You know what? We'll send out Penguin. Penguin's going to be very useful, because it resists Night Slash and Poison Jab, and Flamethrower will only do normal damage on it. I know this'll KO Zexy's Rapidash, but I don't care. Just take out everything. Wash it all away. And I can imagine him screaming and shouting at me in the battle for KOing his Pokemon, and I'm like, well, it's your own fault, you dingus. But I'm a terrible teammate, we've already proven that. And Confuse Ray. Lovely. That Bronzor is proving to be a real pain, but such is life. And Staraptor is up for Zexy next. Cutting their attacks, which is decent, I suppose. You know what? I should be able to use a Flash Cannon to get rid of that Stunky. Or you use Takedown and make my Flash Cannon do nothing against Bronzor, but alright, that works for me. And Jupiter's down to her last Pokemon already. I hurt myself in confusion anyway. But yeah, Mars is still hanging in there with her first Pokemon, only at about half health. Jupiter, last Pokemon is Golbat, level 44. Oops. That would be one above this, actually. Yeah, Golbat, level 44, with the moves Sludge Bomb, Air Cutter, Giga Drain, and Mean Look. Let's Ice Beam that Golbat. Good, because your close combat should take out Bronzor, or at least do some decent damage. Okay, you couldn't even take out that Bronzor, that's lovely. And I hurt myself in confusion again. This battle is going extremely well. Golbat doesn't have a high special attack, so... okay, never mind. Staraptor's defenses are just that bad. I'm still not worried, by the way. And you might think, well, why are you okay with your Pokemon just getting beaten up like this? But, and you sending out Munchlax again. But I'm really not, because after this battle you get healed, so I just don't care. Ah, good, we finally get the Ice Beam up. This should take care of Jupiter's final Pokemon, which means we'll just have to face off against... or not. Okay. Well, whatever. I still don't care. And that did just enough to take out that Bronzor, so who's Mars sending out next? Ugly. Okay. So, we've got... Mars is Ugly, which is level 46, holding a Citrus Berry. It's got the moves Slash, Shadow Claw, Aerial Ace, and Hypnosis, and the ability Thick Fat, so Ice moves and Fire moves aren't going to do much against it. I'm just going to Aqua Jet and take out that Golbat. Thank goodness I snapped out of confusion. But yeah, now it's the two of us facing off against just Mars, so I'm perfectly okay with this. Or... perfectly okay with this, and Penguin grows to level 50, becoming the first of our Pokemon to reach this landmark. Slash, okay. And Body Slam, are you going to do anything significant? Whoa, that actually did more than I thought it would, okay. Flash Cannon. Munchlax is going to go down. I love how he's lost, like, literally half his team already. Now, granted, I'm not telling you that I took out one of his teammates, but I did take out one of his teammates. But again, you know, I'm not worried. I've only lost Porygon. Penguin has been doing extremely well, so nothing to worry about. And then last up, would be Mars's Golbat. So we've got here. Mars's Golbat is level 44 with the moves Air Cutter, Bite, Poison Fang, and Confuse Ray, and the ability Inner Focus. We will Ice Beam that. And I don't know why you sent out... Well, I guess it doesn't. Oh yeah, it does. It has Air Cutter. But it shouldn't matter. Yeah. There we go. Game over. You lose. Sorry. Not sorry. Sheesh, I should have done the fighting myself. That's right, Mars. Jupiter was a hindrance to you. You've toughened up, but you're no match for our boss. And we get a ton of money for that, because Penguin is still holding that amulet coin. And... heh, my Pokemon are tough, right? You lost half your team, you fool! Well, yeah, you lost half your team, you fool. I literally did most of the fighting there. I can get even tougher. But you know what? That's it for us. We've hit the wall. No kidding, you've lost half your team, whereas I've only lost one Pokemon. Engie, I'll help you with this. And he decides to heal us up, instead of healing up his own Pokemon and continuing to fight. But, okay, I'll take it. Hey, Engie, this is it. It's your show now. Of course it's my show. It's always been my show. Everything is ready for the creation of a new world. Now, all will end, and everything will begin. With this, the red chain made from the crystals of the 3 lake Pokemon. And this, the red chain I replicated with technological means. With these red chains, I will pry open the portal to another dimension. I command that you unleash your power for me. Oh, this looks kind of fun. Can I help? And it's not like I can actually meddle anyway, so Mars and Jupiter were kind of pointless in their interference. Dialga, the mythical Pokemon and the Master of Time. And the other, Palkia, the mythical Pokemon and the Master of Space and Dimensions. Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. Is that a it looks like miniature black holes, and something is happening. Maybe I shouldn't have delayed that confrontation with Team Galactic. This could be the very end of the world as we know it. Oh boy. I've waited so long for this moment, Dialga and Palkia. Shaping this world is a double spiral of time and space. Yes, the very things that you have the ability to control. You will do my bidding. I will have your abilities as mine. With the power I wield, I will create an entirely new world. The incomplete and ugly world we have now can disappear. I am resetting everything to zero. Nothing can remain. It is all for the making of the ultimate world. A world of complete perfection. Come with me and you'll see. No, I'm not going to sing. Nothing so vague and incomplete as spirit can remain. What is this? Oh, it's you. Okay. And I guess it's you as well. Fine. And the triangle-headed one. Okay. Hi there. I should have expected as much. Yuxi, the being of knowledge, Azelf, the being of willpower, and Mesprit, the being of emotion. The Pokemon have come to protect Sinnoh, pathetic and worthless. It takes the 3 of them, the 3 lake Pokemon that symbolize spirit, to balance either the Pokemon of time or space. But they can't maintain balance against the 2. Ah, so your master plan actually makes a little bit more sense in this version than it did in the previous versions, Diamond and Pearl. I guess he's learning. Not when both Dialga and Palkia are here. Their coming here is in vain. So much meaningless drama. Now, Engie. You've constantly interfered with my plans, but you will be forgiven. Well, thank you, Cyrus. That's very generous of you. After all, there will remain no spirit for all time when I am done. All spirit will disappear. it will be ripped away from you, from your Pokemon. Hey, that doesn't sound like you've forgiven me. From those precious to you. You wouldn't dare! It is time. My dream will be my reality. Well, looks like he's about to win. What is this pressure I feel? Something is enraged? What? Whoa. Alright, well that's certainly not suspicious at all. And a pair of eyeballs glowing ominously. Cyrus, I'm thinking that you might have meddled in things that you don't understand. Interesting. So there is a Pokemon that can only appear as a shadow. Okay. I'd be running for your life if I were you, buddy. Regardless, the effort is rash and foolish. Are you sure? I have harnessed the powers of Dialga and Palkia. Cyrus, you better run, buddy. Cyrus? Cyrus? I, Cyrus, won't have any more interfere. Oh. And that's the spinning disc of terror? I don't know. No. Okay. And they're just plunging headfirst in there. I guess they're kind of like me in that regard. Hello? Yes, can I help you with something? Okay. What was the point of that? I'm sorry I took so long. I think I finally found the answer from studying the myths. Well, it's about time! You're late! When this world was made, Dialga and Palkia appeared. Apparently, there was one more Pokemon that appeared at the same time. A Pokemon with as much power as Dialga and Palkia. But also one whose name was never to be spoken. Giratina. Well, you just spoke that Pokemon's name, so I guess you're doomed now. It's said to lurk in another world, a world on the opposite side of ours. That's what that shadow was. It must have been Giratina. And you spoke its name again. I thought you said don't speak this Pokemon's name. The pillars are distorting. You know, I was wondering about that. It's because of that portal. It's joined us to the other world. If it's not closed, the distortion will spread beyond to Sinnoh and beyond. Our world will be destroyed. Are you ready? We have to chase Cyrus. No, I think I'm good. You need to get ready? I'll wait here. Well, at this point, I can go back. I can do whatever it is that I want to do. I can make any changes to my team. I can do whatever I want. But instead, I'm just going to run around like an idiot. And you can see that portal is somehow a solid object with collision detection programming. I can go down here, but there's nothing to do down there. What's this? An overwhelming feeling of space emanates powerfully from this rift. Where does it lead to? Can I jump in here? Also, what is an overwhelming feeling of space? An overwhelming feeling of time emanates powerfully from this rift. Where does it lead to? And I can't jump in here either. Also, I would love to know what an overwhelming feeling of time is. That shadow, what was it? Master Cyrus? Where did he go? Without anyone to guide us, we can only panic aimlessly. And you two still say the exact same thing. But yeah, I mean, I could wander around here all day, I can poke around at the rocks, I can do whatever I want, but that's pointless. Alright, Cynthia. Let's do this. And we jump into the swirling blue vortex of doom. And that takes us... where? But one of my favorite locations in the entire Pokemon franchise. The Distortion World. This place. Can you feel it? There are no Pokemon here at all. Time isn't flowing, and space isn't stable. A world where the rules are broken. A space one might call the Distortion World. Let's find Giratina. We need to stop it spreading the distortion at the spear pillar. Oh! I found it! That was Giratina. Yes! We have to hurry. If something's not done, the distortion will swallow not only our world, it will overwhelm the distortion world. I can go back home. But I don't wanna. And, you know, one thing that I actually like about the distortion world over here is that it's not anything that you can call linear progression. You know, one of the things that disappointed me the most about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon was when we discovered the Mega Ultra Corridor, as it came to be, the Ultra World, and it was literally just a single hallway. This place has a lot more depth to it. Figuratively and literally, because you can ride these elevators or these rocks up and down. That's a good question. Are we really traveling downward? I guess Cynthia brought up a good point. What is up, what is down? I guess if there's no space, we can't really know. And just keep walking. And it's you. Again. Okay. And you want me to step here. Whoa, okay. And I can walk on the walls. They're not kidding when they said that everything is broken here. You can walk on walls, you can actually jump. When is it that Pokemon protagonists can actually jump? Unfortunately, as we'll find out, we still can't climb ledges, but oh well. There are ways that you can go that are kind of dead ends, so I think this one over here is a dead end. But you actually do have to kind of solve a puzzle here. And it can be a little slow. But, I really do like this particular area. Oh! Well, Cynthia's over there, which means that that's clearly nowhere that I should actually go. She's kind of just chilling out sideways. Although, again, is it actually sideways, or am I just imagining that it's sideways? I can't tell ya. And we'll go this way, and end up in the middle of nowhere. Or do we just end up right back where we started? Who knows? Who cares? Hey, did you just leave me here without a ride? Does this rock even go anywhere? No. You left me here without a ride. Come back here, you. And yeah, that was the wrong way. Of course it was the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way on purpose. I guess one of the good things about this particular area is there's no items for you to get. There's no Pokemon you can encounter. The only objective here is to find Giratina and maybe have to deal with Cyrus somewhere along the way. What do you have to say? Get out of my way. The legend of Giratina has been all but forgotten but to a few. The legend told of a world on the other side of ours, this world. Why does this world exist? Why is Giratina here all alone? Well, we can ask it. There's so much that can't be explained, but we have things to do. Yes, so please get out of my way. Let's split up. We have to find the right way. And you're saying, let's split up, we have to find the right way. But you're just going to stand there, aren't you? Well, actually, I suppose, even in our world, it's all, everything as far as motion is relative, so maybe she actually is moving relative to this world. Maybe I'm the one that's staying perfectly still. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, I like the concept of this world. I like the concept of Giratina. I do wish that they had done maybe a little bit more with this world than they ended up actually doing, because, spoilers, this world is basically just a giant strength puzzle, and we all know how much Pokemon fans love those. But it's still very creative, and it still was, like, I want to say fairly revolutionary for its time, but it was certainly revolutionary for a Pokemon game. And honestly, the reason that I'm a little hesitant about Diamond and Pearl remakes is I want to make sure, or I would love for the Distortion World to actually be in those remakes. But since it's something that was unique to Platinum, And, you know, as far as third version remakes go, we don't really have those. Where am I going? That's a very good question. Oh, I guess I'm going this way. But yeah, as far as third version remakes go, or third version content in remakes goes, I mean, no, I didn't want to do that. Let me back on that rock with the other rocks on it. Oh, okay. But yeah, as far as third version remakes goes, you know, they don't generally have third version content in their remake games. The shadowy Pokemon isn't here. It abandoned me here, then disappeared somewhere further down. Was it content merely to interfere with my plan? Incidentally, do you understand the concept of jeans? You mean those things that I wear as pants? Sure. If it's true, you've impressed me. Genes can be considered the blueprints for all life forms. That includes humans and Pokemon alike. Genes are contained in a DNA strand. A DNA strand consists of two chains of opposing characteristics in a spiral. If one of those chains were to be broken, the other could replicate it. One or the other cannot exist without its opposite. Do you understand where I am going with this? This is a bizarre world. Time doesn't flow. Space isn't stable. Yes, we've heard that before, although I'm sure if I were to actually switch to my Poketch app with the clock, I'm sure that time would actually be flowing. Only that shadowy Pokemon lives here. This world is the opposite of our world I wish to change. It is like the two chains composing a strand of DNA. The two worlds must be balancing each other to remain in existence. Without one, the other cannot exist. The shadowy Pokemon must play a role in keeping the worlds in balance. That is why it must have interfered and brought me here. The shadowy Pokemon must have made this bizarre world. That's why trying to change our world disturbed it and made it reveal itself. But that is all irrelevant. What matters is defeating that Pokemon and making this world disappear. I won't allow it to interfere with me again. With it gone, neither world will be able to revert to its original state. And he wanders off. But yeah, I mean, like he said, this is supposed to represent a world that is opposite to the world of Pokemon. Or, as I would like to put it, the world of antimatter. Oh, look. I keep going the wrong way. But yeah, there really is no point to going the wrong way here. So, just wander around. You'll find your way eventually. And if you're bumping into Cyrus or Cynthia, you know that you're doing something right. And keep going down and down. And now we're over here. But yeah, it's certainly a very interesting concept. It's definitely one of my favorite areas in any Pokemon game. Again, like I said, the fact that they pretty much just made it into a strength puzzle is a shame. Because guess what? That's what we're going to have to do now. But, oh well, c'est la vie. You could see we were told to push this boulder down the hole, so it's pretty much just like the Seafoam Islands in Gen 1. We can also use Surf, but there's no real reason to use Surf over there, and I don't think... No, there's no reason to use Surf over there. But we can hop on this, and we can go over here, and you'll see Mesprit over there. And, okay, you seem to have a flair for being overly dramatic, but you're basically going to tell us the same thing Yuxi did pretty much, and that's push the boulder down the hole. So that's what I will do. And just go around this way. Unfortunately, even in this world, you can't jump over ledges. So if I were to try to get back up here, well, that one rule still applies, I guess. So much for that. Oh well. But yeah, let's go up instead. Which is not the direction we're supposed to be going, but oh well. Wander through these strange plants over here. But yeah, I guess, as I was saying, you know, one of the things that concerns me or that I'd be worried about... Oh, I keep getting interrupted. One of the things that I'm concerned about with regard to a Platinum or Diamond and Pearl remake is that they probably... They probably wouldn't include the Distortion World because they're very bad about including third version content in any remake game, which is a shame. You know, the Battle Frontier wasn't in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I don't think anything from Pokemon Yellow version was in Fire Red and Leaf Green, although you did have the extra Sevi Islands, so I guess that's something, I suppose, but I mean, even so, and literally just jump out there without actually knowing whether there's even going to be anything to catch or fall. Good work, protagonist. Where am I? You know what? I find myself asking that question very often, and I never really have an answer. Let's see. Does that go? That does go down. Perfect. So I think I did somehow stumble into the correct location. Yep, there's Cyrus wandering around, which, by the way, that does remind me, actually. I'm going to want to put Splurb into the front of my party. And I wonder if Cyrus has a Pokemon that knows Surf. Otherwise, he might have had a problem, and or just kind of disappeared into thin air, which, given that this world shouldn't have any rules, I could believe that. Alright, let's walk on the walls some more. And now we come to one of my favorite moments in any Pokemon game. Yes, we get to Surf, and oh no, I don't have the HM for Waterfall yet. Whatever will I do? I don't need the HM for Waterfall. I can surf down an upside-down waterfall just fine in this particular world. Oh boy. Yeah, but I love how this is. You know, I love the concept of this. It looks a little dated as far as graphics go, but it's one of my favorite moments, and I immortalized it in my goals for this episode. I have surfed down an upside-down waterfall. It is glorious. Alright, yes. Now we gotta push this boulder down. And we do have to reactivate Strength. Why? I have no idea. But down it goes. And this time, we can go here, we can hop on that to go down. And we see Uxie standing over there by that. So we can push this boulder. Again, you gotta reactivate Strength. And you want to push the boulder to the one that's being marked by the Pokemon. And you're gonna disappear. And this one is the easiest because just push, and there you go. And let's sneak around this way. Actually, what do you have to say? This place. It seems to be a giant puzzle. Maybe Giratina wants to test those that visit here. It appears as if we can't go on unless we solve the puzzle. Yes. I've already been doing this. Also, how did you even get here because you were standing still the last time? You know what? Never mind. That's a stupid question. We're in the Distortion World. Anything is possible. Okay, so you're standing over there. Let's push this all the way over. But yeah, this is definitely... The Distortion World is definitely something that I'd want to see in the Diamond Pearl remakes, assuming that those ever actually happen, and I don't really hold a lot of hope that they would. But yeah, with that done, the 3 Pokemon of the lakes will return to wherever it is that they came from, presumably their lakes, and we can continue. I guess the Pokemon of the lakes must have gone home. I understand they keep balance against either Palkia or Dialga. Does that mean they can't do it with Giratina? Oops, this is no time for idle chit-chat. And all of a sudden, somehow making those boulders in the... putting those boulders in the correct pits makes that appear. And... call it a trainer's intuition, but we're getting close. Let's go on. You did nothing, Cynthia. I was the one that did all the hard work here. And Cyrus didn't even have to do any of this work. He's just kind of standing there up ahead. This is it. Giratina's up ahead. No, that's Cyrus. I think you'd be able to tell the difference. But, well, maybe I guess you don't get out of your wherever you live often enough. Although, I've met you on the road several times, so you'd think you'd know the difference between a Pokemon and a trainer. So, you were already here. Why do you seek to change the world? If you hate our world, you should just go off somewhere alone. Yeah, like this place. You should stay here. Find somewhere where you can live without seeing others. Yeah, like this place. You should live here. Why should I run and hide from the world and have to wait quietly? My aim is to rid our world of the vague and incomplete thing we call spirit. By freeing ourselves of that, our world can be made complete. That is my justice. No one can interfere. Are you going to battle him, Cynthia? Or am I going to have to battle him? But that's no justice at all. Well, I happen to agree with Cynthia here, plus you're kind of in my way, so I need you to move so I can make progress. I won't lose. Not to that shadowy Pokemon, not in any worthless world. And here we go. Battling Galactic boss Cyrus for the third time. And he's got a team of 5 with him now. He starts off with a level 45 Houndoom with the moves Flamethrower, Dark Pulse, Will-O-Wisp, and Thunderfang, and the ability Flash Fire. Actually, a very good moveset for this particular Pokemon. I start out with Splurb. I'm going to use Stealth Rock because all of his Pokemon are going to be weak to that, and you never know when that extra little bit of damage is going to come in handy. Unfortunately, that Will-O-Wisp is going to have my attack stat, unless Hyper Cutter prevents that, but I don't actually remember. Either way, let me Earthquake anyway, and then I can always U-turn out if I don't do a lot of damage. U-turn will do normal damage to Houndoom because its Dark type offsets Fire's resistance to it. That actually did more than I expected. Flamethrower is probably the best move he's got that can use because it's higher power than Dark Pulse and hits Splur's weaker special defense. Let's do what I said and U-turn. Oh, full restore. Curses, I forgot he had those. But okay, we're U-turning and getting out of there. Critical hit, very good. That critical hit should have ignored my... what's it called? Oh my god. Should have ignored the attack reduction from that Will-O-Wisp. We're going to put Juniper out. I know it's weak to that Flamethrower, but I'm going to assume that I'm faster. No. But that Will-O-Wisp is going to activate my Guts, so thank you. That means this Break should take care of you without any difficulties. Helpful. But what are you going to go for next? I have a guess. And hurt by its burn. That's fine. Crobat. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought was coming out next. Crobat is level 46 and has the moves Cross Poison, Air Slash, Toxic, and Confuse Ray, and the ability Inner Focus. Kind of surprised that Air Slash is a special attack, not a physical attack. But I guess in this generation there aren't a heck of a lot of physical flying type moves that are fairly powerful. So I guess I kind of see why you'd go for it. Anyway, I'm calling that you're going to do an Air Slash. And I will switch to... what do I want to switch to? Penguin. Penguin is the best choice against Crobat because Cross Poison and Toxic aren't going to do anything, and it resists Air Slash. Yep, I called that right. Crobat is crazy fast, so even with that Guts boost, well, Guts doesn't actually affect speed, but even with that Guts boost, it wasn't worth staying in because that Air Slash would have gone first, and it probably would have KO'd. Air Slash does have a chance to flinch, which is not great, but oh well, what are you gonna do? This should take out Crobat. Yes, very good. What do you got coming out next? Gyarados. Okay. Gyarados is level 46 with the moves Waterfall, Ice Fang, Earthquake, and Giga Impact, and of course that Intimidate ability. Fairly solid moveset for this guy. That Earthquake is going to hurt because I'm part Steel type. I'm actually going to call that you're going to do that. But what do I actually want to do? Because the only Pokemon that I have that is immune to Earthquake is Quad Weak to Ice Fang and is low on health and can't actually do anything to Gyarados. I'll switch to Porygon, why not? You're probably going to use Earthquake, that's probably going to be painful, but it is what it is. Yep. But yeah, that's a very solid moveset for Gyarados, except Giga Impact is kind of a strange choice. I'll use Thunderbolt, don't know why I would do anything else. And yeah, Porygon Z's crazy fast speed is enough to overcome that Gyarados. Thunderbolt should take it out because Porygon Z has very high special attack. Booyah! Alright, your options are fairly limited at this point. What are you going to go with? Honchkrow. Alright, this was his main Pokemon in previous battles, but in this case it is not. Honchkrow here, level 47 with the moves Drill Peck, Night Slash, Heat Wave, and Psychic. Again, another fairly solid moveset. It's got the ability Insomnia, so don't try to put it to sleep. Honchkrow is actually pretty slow. I'd wager I can go faster, or I can move faster, so yeah, very good. Using Ice Beam just because I kind of feel like it. Honchkrow doesn't have great defenses, so yep, down it goes. And he's down to his final Pokemon. That is Weavile, level 48, holding a Citrus Berry. It's got the moves Night Slash, Ice Punch, X-Scissor, and Fake Out. I'm calling a Fake Out. I'm going to switch over to, well, Grimm's got nothing it can do against it. I'm going to switch over to Juniper, calling for that Fake Out. Honestly, this is a very fast very fast Pokemon. Good moveset, that Night Slash, Ice Punch, X-Scissor, and then Fake Out for a good cheap damage to begin with. If I can survive an Ice Punch with Heracross, Brick Break will easily take it out because Quad Weak and Guts boosted. So let's see just how yeah, okay, we're done here. It looks like you lose, Cyrus. So much for you not losing to anybody. Wow, that went a heck of a lot smoother than I thought it would. Gain back some HP with the Shell Bell. And that should do it. Now Porygon grows to level 50, so that's very good. And we're done here. We defeated Galactic Boss Cyrus. I won't accept this. This can't be. Not after all the sacrifices we made to get this far. What of my new world? Of my new galaxy? Was it all a dream to be swept away by your reality? Yes, and the reality is also you've got to give me a lot of money because I said so. Don't think that you can defeat or capture that Pokemon. This bizarre world is none other than that Pokemon itself. Capturing it or defeating it will make this world disappear. Very well, do what you will. Rather than repairing the world, you're going to destroy it for me. Do it. You inherit my legacy. And he just kind of wanders away and runs away. Don't believe his lies. It's not possible that a Pokemon can make the world disappear. Where have you been this past episode? That's pretty much been the entire premise of this episode. The world awaited your birth, not only yours, either. The Pokemon with you, the people close to you. All the Pokemon and people were born because they have a part in the world. I'm convinced of that. Giratina won't go out of existence. This Distortion World won't disappear. Our world won't disappear either. Let's go meet Giratina. Oops, I should do something about your hardworking Pokemon first. Yes, please. And she fully heals our Pokemon. Which is great. Did I actually even have any Pokemon faint in that battle? I don't think I did. Now, let's go meet Giratina. Giratina is enraged because the two worlds are endangered. It has merged the Distortion World and our world at the Spear Pillar. That's why both worlds are becoming distorted. But there is nothing to fear. You can defeat Giratina and show the tight bond you share with your Pokemon. Or you can demonstrate how much you want it to join you. If you succeed in doing either, Giratina will understand. The distortion of the two worlds will stop. And with that, let's actually go over here. Whoa! Okay. Go up, and here we go. 1, 2, and 3. And descending down from the darkness, it's Giratina. Giratina is quietly eyeing NG. But with that, we've set out to do, or I've done everything that I've set out to do today. So, I will see you all next time. Yeah, you guys are going to have to wait until the next episode before I battle Giratina. Too bad.